Good morning, lawn dogs. Floyd with Owner Lawn Care, ownerlawncare.com. We're going to do some coffee and watching the MHSAA 2020 softball rules meeting presentation. So I'm going to play this and watch it. So if you guys are welcome to join me if you want. Otherwise, once this is done, it says it takes about 13 minutes to go through all this. Then we'll do some other talk about stuff that needs to get done. But yeah, damaged illegal bats. All right, here we go.
Or concerns you might have regarding the playing rules or the MHSAA tournament.
I don't know if you
Enjoy
guys
the
hear
rest
that,
of this
but
meeting, and I hope you have a great season. Let's begin by jumping right into this year's rule changes from the National Federation. Our first rule change deals with bats. A damaged bat has been defined as a bat that was once legal but is now broken, cracked, or dented. A damaged bat shall be removed without penalty. A bat that continually discolors the ball may be removed from the game with no penalty at the discretion of the umpire. Players who attempt to use damaged bats after they have been removed are then subject to the penalties.
Well, why would you use a damaged bat anyway? Don't take away the pop?
Our next rule change deals with the beginning of the pitch. Prior to starting the delivery of the pitch, the pitcher shall take a position with the pivot foot in contact with the pitcher's plate. The rule language no longer limits the pivot foot to contacting just the top surface of the pitcher's plate. Whether both feet are in contact with the pitching plate, as you see here on the left, or only the pivot foot is in contact with the pitching plate, as you see on the right, the pitcher shall take or simulate taking a signal from the catcher. Here we have another visual that demonstrates the rule change. New language clarifies that the pivot foot must be in contact with the pitcher's plate rather than on the top surface of the pitcher's plate.
So I believe in college, and I don't know if I'm wrong.
Deals with how a team scores on an appeal play.
You're not even allowed. You got to have both feet on the plate.
Any appeal play,
I don't know if that's true or not.
If the third out is made by a preceding runner.
I think it is.
A run is not scored if the runner advances to home plate during action in which the third out is made by a preceding runner who is declared out on an appeal play. Previous wording only described a runner failing to touch a base. This new wording makes it clear that if the preceding runner is called out for any appeal play, the following runs would not score. Let's dig a little deeper on that rule. In Mechanogram A, here
what's
on the
up,
left,
Diego? Welcome. Hey, I'm learning how to coach. Not really. The rule change for 2020 softball season.
Second base leaves legally to advance to third base. In Mechanogram B, the throw is over the defensive player's head.
If I have to sit through this class, y'all might as well sit through this class.
No run score, since R1 is declared out.
Packer
and no
Nation.
runner can score if the preceding runner is called out on appeal for the third out of the inning. Now let's review our major editorial changes for this season.
Oh, we got to do this stuff every year.
States that game management or a state administrator may establish a media area as needed. This new edit clarifies that game management or a state administrator may establish a dead ball media area within the confines of the field, but that area will remain a dead ball area throughout the game, whether occupied or not. Language has been added to clarify the new certification marking, the USA Softball All Games mark seen.
What do you got going on, Diego?
This mark, along with the previous 2000 and 2004 marks on bats, are all legal for the high school game. Language
used to be ASA.
To indicate that
USA used to be
stops
ASA.
A wild pitch or pass ball with detached equipment, the batter is not awarded bases. But if that pitch completed the batter's turn at bat, the batter runner is awarded first base. This basically clarifies that the batter runner, not the batter, is awarded bases when a fielder intentionally contacts the ball with detached equipment. Let's review a few points of emphasis for this season. Let's talk about bats again. Bats must bear either the 2000, 2004, or the USA Softball All Games certification mark. Additionally, the bat must not appear on the...
I believe, let's see, ASA is really no more. They're now called USA. I believe that's what it is now. Yeah, we got I was gonna go to the shop today. I was there yesterday, but today it's kind of like slushy snow and raining. It's not enough snow to stick into the ground really, but so it's like I got a lot of stuff I got to do in here. I'm gonna get it done. What's up, Drew? Coming to watch some Michigan high school coaching slides with me? But I believe ASA used to be, or USA used to be ASA.
The USA Softball's non-approved bats with certification marks list, which can be found at www.usasoftball.com. Bat barrels made entirely and not exceed 2 1/4 inches in diameter. NFHS Softball recognizes and utilizes USA Softball certification process. In order for a bat to be legal for use in the high school game, it must be marked with either the 2000, 2004, or USA Softball all-game certification mark. Let's review the definition of a damaged versus illegal bat. Clarification was needed to delineate the difference between a player using a bat that is damaged versus a bat that is illegal for high school play. By definition, a bat that is damaged is removed from the game without penalty. An illegal bat that is not approved or altered will continue to result in the head coach and the batter being ejected. Let's talk about pitching. Due to the varying levels of play and levels of skill in pitching development, prior to the start of the pitch, NFHS rules allow the pitcher to choose foot placement. The pitcher may choose to take a position with the pivot foot in contact with the plate and the non-pivot foot behind the pitcher's plate, or both feet in contact with the pitcher's plate. Prior to the start of delivery, both feet must be on the ground within or partially within the 24-inch length of the pitcher's
I'm not
plate.
monetized
This
anyway,
allows
so I ain't
personal
making no
preference
money off
and
a damn
developing
thing.
pitchers to work through levels of
What's up,
foot
Matt MG?
A reminder.
I'm going through these stinking slides right here. I'm coaching. How you guys doing today? If you guys want to come up, I can pause this and come back to it later. I probably will get ejected from a game or two. So I assume
that is the head coach.
by me watching this over
to make
here,
certain all players are legally and properly equipped, which includes checking bats.
like I
helmets,
can't get
and catcher's gear
monetized because
prior
of
to every
copyright. So if
contest.
it's copyrighted
Umpires
issues,
may inspect
you
equipment,
can't
but
get
are not required
monetized,
to do
right,
so.
off that video.
It's critical that coaches remain
I don't
vigilant
care.
in
I'm not
inspecting
monetized
equipment
anyway.
before every
I don't have enough
contest to ensure no
followers
damage has
or
occurred
watch
or
hours.
new non-compliant equipment has been purchased since their last inspection. It's also important to remember that equipment wears during use. Bats can become damaged, or a player may purchase a new bat that does not meet the requirements. Both catcher's helmets as well as batter's helmets have screws that hold face guards in place. These screws loosen
I wish I was
and will
out.
eventually fall out, rendering
I'm
the
thinking
equipment
next week
illegal
I
for
might
use
try to
and
get out.
potentially causing risk to the player if not detected. We'll now move on to the reminders from the MHSAA about our tournament and regulations. Tournament dates for the 2020 season are listed here. Schools are reminded that regular season games may be played between levels of the MHSAA tournament. Tournament groups and hosts are posted on the MHSAA website. Here are a few general tournament procedures to review. Remember that if a district host wishes to play its district semifinal and final on Friday, all participating teams must agree in writing. Otherwise,
So all of our teams apparently, this is new to me. I didn't know this till this year that all teams are varsity teams make districts. Colorado, where I helped coach last, you had to make the playoffs. Michigan is one of the very few states that actually has softball in the spring still. Most states have softball in the fall. It would be better for Michigan, I think, if they did that. But they're not. But they switched it to fall. Man, I can't wait to get out and mow. Start doing some stuff. Like I said, next week though, I think we're gonna be out, starting doing some dethatching and some mulching, bed work. I don't know if I'll lay the mulch down quite yet, but I want to get them ready. Simply because we could get another snowstorm anytime here in Michigan. Like it's kind of snowing right now, but not enough. Hey, Jack, welcome. Oh, you come to join us? Come on. How about say hi to everybody? Come on. This is Jack. This is my boy. So, you say hi to everybody? No, I heard some mulch yesterday. Yeah. What do you want? Kisses? All right. Yeah. Lay down. Lay down. Yeah, he's a good dog. He's scared. He's very he's an anxious dog. If you walk into my house, he definitely lets you know he's here. Definitely lets you know he's here. I'm gonna play this in the background though over here on this side. I'm gonna turn the volume down though. I gotta get through this.
Past December. For all MHSAA tournament games, the tiebreaker will be used beginning in the 11th inning of tied games. During the regular season, schools may use the tiebreaker anytime after the 7th inning of tied games by local adoption. It's also critical that at all MHSAA tournament sites, there is equal treatment of baseball and softball by tournament management.
All right, Matt, MG, thanks for stopping by, man. Anytime. Mondays and Wednesdays, we do this coffee thing. It might slow down here soon, but I'm looking at doing them on Sunday mornings. Maybe I can get more people in here on Sunday mornings. But, yeah, we've been doing this for a couple weeks now. And hopefully next year I'll start a little bit sooner than wait until, end of February to come up with a plan. So, but go get the work done. Go get the work done. Yeah, Jack. He already left me.
Wilson is again the official tournament ball for all MHSAA tournament levels and will be supplied to all tournament managers.
Wilson.
We encourage schools to give Wilson priority in local purchasing decisions. Because of a change in the practice travel rule for spring sports, please remember to review the requirements and restrictions for travel outside of the state of Michigan and against non-MHSAA member schools. If inside the green footprint seen here, schools may travel any distance as long as all participating teams are within the footprint. If teams are coming from outside of the footprint,
why would we go way up there? Because there's like one team for this whole area, probably.
In order to participate. And as long as the event only involves MHSAA member school and schools from just one other state, no pre-approval is needed. If you are planning to travel outside of the green footprint, perhaps in search of warmer weather, all participating teams are limited to 300 miles or 600 miles round trip. Additionally, if a team from outside of Michigan is involved, all participating teams must be in good standing with the National Federation and their state association. For schools that are looking to practice outside of the state of Michigan and traveling more than 300 miles to get there, an out-of-state travel request form is required to be submitted and approved by the MHSAA at least 30 days in advance of the trip. New this year is the allowance for schools to scrimmage during this time. However, please remember that this change only permits schools to scrimmage against other MHSAA member schools, and that these will count against the season allotment of 4 scrimmages. Let's briefly review the preseason downtime rule. From March 1st to March 9th, this restricted period does not allow camps, clinics, or open gyms. However, a coach may continue to conduct a voluntary 4-player session with students from his or her school, and general conditioning is allowed without softball equipment. As a reminder, teams and individuals may play a maximum of 38 games during the regular season. MHSAA tournament games do not count towards that 38 game max. Schools may not play.
I'm right around 32, I think, games this year, which is good for JV.
A proposal to add an MHSAA suspended game rule has been made for the upcoming season.
I think we just added a tournament. I gotta update. That's some of the stuff I'm gonna end up doing here in a little bit, updating calendars and stuff.
Currently covered under existing rules. A few things that you should remember. When a game that has reached regulation is called when the result would not be a tie game, the game will be over. Games should not be suspended in contradiction to the playing rules. Coaches have always and will continue to have the ability to terminate any game by mutual agreement. This decision can also be made by a team when they are down by 15 runs or more at any point.
Sometimes coaches
all MHSAA
talk and adjust the rules a little bit just to make it better for both teams.
When one team leads by 15 runs after 3 innings or 10 runs after 5 The MHSAA Softball Rules Committee created tournament policy stating that, quote, artificial noisemakers are not permitted in dugouts or on the field of play. This includes, but is not
What Iron
limited
Man
to, drumsticks, buckets, air horns, cowbells. You get the drift. Please remind your players to
I don't
use
get the
their hands
drift.
and voices to cheer for their teammates, not artificial noisemakers. A quick overview of our protocols related to sportsmanship. If a player or coach is ejected, they will miss the remainder of that game, any other game that day, and the entire next
If I get
day.
ejected, I'll let you guys know.
For example, if a player were ejected in the first game of a doubleheader on Thursday, they would not be allowed to play in the second game of that doubleheader as well. Additionally, if the team is scheduled to play another
All my
doubleheader
games are
on Friday,
doubleheaders.
the player would not be eligible to participate in either of those games. The MHSAA and the Michigan High School Softball Coaches Association have developed a strong working relationship. We encourage coaches to look into the benefits the MHSAA can provide you and for MHSAA coaches to become members.
That is it. Oh, I'm taking a test now. Which of the following are permitted for use in team dugouts? Team cheers. Sup it. Unless true. What? Boom. 100%. Well, come on. Show this.
Be found on the softball sport page.
I didn't want to get one wrong and embarrass myself.
Thank you for your attention. Wishing you all good weather and a great season.
All right, man. That is it. Done. Ah. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. The only benefit of doing, being in softball in spring and lawn care is, I can make my own schedule. And I do have a crew working for me. So if I have to leave early, they can keep working. So I kind of adjusted. That's something I'm working on right now as a scheduling. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough this year. That's why I'm kind of glad I got the JV coaching job. Oh, excuse me. Because there's a lot more involvement as the varsity coaching job. You got a lot more responsibilities. So yeah, it's. I'm excited about it. We played my brother's team 3 times. I just found out we're in a tournament with him now. We play him our second game of the season, and we play them towards the end of the season, and we have a tournament we're in with them. So, yeah. So, we're going to have some pies in the face. But, yeah, we're still doing tryouts. Tryouts are going on. I think we're making cuts either tonight or tomorrow. That's totally up to the varsity coach, not me, really. I think we got a pretty good idea. We got a few that are kind of up and down, and we don't know. But yeah, cuts I think will be done at least by the end of Thursday, for sure. Well, what else? Well, that's that. That's all I needed to do there. And close out of here. Delete. Go into here. I'm going to send my varsity coach a text, let him know that is done. Rules done. Let's see your subscriptions. Believe it or not, cuts are hard because you feel bad for the girls, but it's a good thing because that means you got a lot of girls in your school interested in playing. We have a lot of teams around here that are having trouble even putting together teams. So cuts is actually a good problem to have. However, it's hard. What's up, Birch? How you doing? So it stinks when you have to cut because emotions are always involved, whether you try to make them or not. But it's a good problem to have, I guess. So we got a school around here who couldn't even put together a JV team. They barely had enough for a varsity team. So it's tough. You just got trying to get the girls involved, and people involved with sports and schools become a big issue because of, well, one, technology, priorities, club sports. Club sports are taking over a lot, and they're starting to run schools out of sports. And I hate to say this, I think in 10 years, you may not have high school sports and a lot of things at all because the club sports is just taking over. If I hate to see it go that way. I don't think it's the right way. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I do. I really hope I'm completely 100% wrong. But the club sports, if I could have played club sports when I was a kid, I'd have played baseball year round. I would have never played football. I would have never played basketball in high school. I'd play baseball year round. That was a sport I really loved. The other ones I liked, they were fun. Basketball was probably my second favorite sport, but I wasn't that great at basketball. I mean, I was decent, but I was no rock star in high school, at a high school level, by no means. But I would have played baseball year round. So I think that's where, what I was saying is that's where I think athletes are going to that club stuff more. Diego's waking up, Bert. She's getting ready to go to work out there in California. Trying not to get the coronavirus. Hey, you guys, don't forget to give a thumbs up for me, will you? Or thumbs down. Let's see here. I need to figure out what I need to do with YouTube. And I got a question for any of you guys. Hey, Ranger, what's going on? How do you advertise this? Like, how do you put Lawn Dog Coffee on? I hope I'm not right, Diego. I really do. I hope I'm not right. I think high school sports are a necessity. But I do think they may go away one year. Kind of like theaters. I don't think movie theaters will be around in 20 years. The way streaming is now and Netflix and all that, I think you're going to find that movie theaters are going to start getting smaller. I think they'll still be around. But, well, for instance, let me use Amazon, for instance. Amazon's putting a lot of stores out of business, Toys R Us, etc. The downfall is all the these stores are going away, but I also see an opportunity for the mom and pop shops to come back. Because I'm using Toys R Us. Now that Toys R Us is out of business, I think those mom and pop toy shops can make a little bit of a comeback. Because there's still people who like to go see that stuff. I don't like shopping on Amazon all the time. I like going to the stores. My wife orders our groceries from the Walmart app, and I hate it. I like going into the stores. A lot of times she'll make the list on there, and I still go to the stores and get everything. I don't have people bring me out stuff. And I think it's just the way technology is changing the world. So anyway, what is everybody else? Hey, this is a lawn care show, not a world show, I guess. I don't know. You guys want to come up and chat? Come on up. I was going to ask, how do you advertise this stuff on YouTube? So I'm on my YouTube page over here, and I'm trying to figure out how to put the stuff on here so it's on there so people can see it. Like I see like people say live on this date, live on that date. That's what I don't know how to do. I can't. I'm struggling with it. Do you do it on StreamYard or do you do it on a YouTube channel? Anybody out there can help me. Come on up if you want to. Ranger, I haven't seen Deputy in a while. Where's he at? What do you mean premiere? Is that what it's called? I might be, Birch. I don't know. I really don't know. I want to put this out there so people can see it. Like, for instance, I won't do this again until next Monday, live stream, Lawn Dog Coffee. But I want to have it out there on YouTube so people know that Monday morning at 9, this is happening. So you got to put it on as when you do that, you got to do it as a premiere. Okay. I have to try that when I get off here then. Okay, Diego, good. Yeah. I think I saw him a couple days ago. He usually gets on here with me, but he wasn't on Monday either. I don't know. I know he's getting busy over there. He's got a lot of irrigation going on. Queenie, nobody wants to see your butt? Queenie. That's my daughter's cat. Not really. It's mine. Oh, now you're coming over, huh? What's up? You come say hi too? Can't let Jack be the star? We're drinking my coffee. What are you lost on, Diego? Are you lost on the route or are you lost because I talk in circles? So the whiteboard back there is I'm going to do the stickers. I'm going to start putting stickers on it. I got to figure out how I want to do it. I was going to put it in the shop, but I want to do it here, but I want to be able to take it down because right now what it is this is the old sign of the company I bought. And I wasn't gonna put them on this side and kind of cover it up, but I don't want to do that to them. I like the nostalgia of it, so I'm gonna use the back side of it, sticker it, and as this gets full, I'll get more and more. I like how Ben or Matt and all them do the Fridge of Fame and stuff because I think it keeps the community tight. We're all sharing each other's stuff. Yeah, I'm going to mess with it today. I said I'm not really going outside too much. I'll figure out what I can do to make a thumbnail and put it out there. Something. Something catchy. Yeah, so the shop, if you've seen a couple of videos, the shop has these cabinets, but I'm renting the shop. So I wanted to put them on the cabinets, but I also know in 3 years is my goal to be out of that shop. Um, I want to be able to take it with me, the stickers. So I'm not gonna. I don't want to put them on the cabinets. Plus, it's his stuff, and I mean, he don't really want them on the cabinets either. But I want to be able to take it with me. So I think I'm gonna do a board. He said use that board. I'm like, all right, I'll use that board. And then what I'll do is as I get them, I'll add boards and stuff like that. And then when I get my shop in couple 3 years is my goal. Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. I can hang them up and everything, and yeah, I don't think it'd be a good idea. And what I can do is maybe put that board behind me here for now, and do the stickers back here so we can see them. Move the Lions state of Michigan Lions thing down or something. I use Sticker Yeti. I like Sticker Yeti. I've done him a couple times now. StickerYeti.com. I actually found him through Facebook, and I have not had any complaints. I did redesign my logo a little bit, changing colors around, but so this green is now over here too. So it's dark. It's forest green, emerald green, forest green, and this right here is now blue. The reason why is because it's too many colors. So you got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors with the black. So I'm getting rid of a color. Basically, is what I did. I got rid of this color, and I thought a way to represent the water in Michigan, and so that's why I went with a blue. And this is still black. So it's still 4 colors, which is a lot because they always say try to keep it around 3. But I'm not calling black because this changes all the time. So if I put it on a white surface, it's black. But if I put it on a dark surface, this is white. So it's kind of like up in the air. But that's the sticker I got right now. And I do it at Birch. I do it at 9 a.m. Mondays and Wednesdays, Eastern time. But that's the sticker. So I'm all for mailing them out to people too. I just don't have people's mailing address. Right now I only got a couple stickers that came in because I mailed it to a couple people and they returned stickers. But I need to find a way to get people's addresses. Everybody says go to their about or stuff, and I do, and I never see addresses. So Instagram, yeah. I know I can advertise on Instagram. I don't have to. I just got to get more followers. I'm trying, but it's hard. A lot of people say, everybody's got their techniques for getting followers and viewers, and I don't mind the way I'm doing it now. I kind of like it, but I feel like some of it has a little bit to do with luck. You got to have that right video or that right incident or something that just everybody's laughing about or talking about, and you caught on video and it just gets shared and shared and shared. I think that's where people get those followers, is when videos start getting shared. Hey Peterson, what's going on? Welcome. Hope you got yourself a nice cup of coffee down there in New Orleans. Always wanted to visit. Some Mardi Gras. Exactly, Diego. The niche. And I don't know if I've quite found it yet. I like doing this Lawn Dog coffee. It's nice. And then that'll end probably end of March because of getting outside. How long did it take you? You say forever, but are you talking years, 2 years, or just 6 months? My forever is different than your forever. I'm at 350 in the last week, which is kind of nice, but it kind of stopped. I got to quit looking at the numbers because they don't move as fast as you want them to. And that's what I'm saying, Birch. It took you years to get it, and I know some people get it in a year. It's ridiculous. 6 months for Shane. So some people only take 6 months. Some people it takes years. So I don't know. I just do it. I've learned. Well, my daughter, she's 19. She said, "Dad, the first mistake I was making was I wasn't consistent enough with my postings." She said, "You got to be consistent." So that's why I do this every Mondays and Wednesdays. And like I said, in April, it'll probably move to just Sundays. But then my postings, my uploads are on Sundays and Thursdays. So there'll be a upload tomorrow, and then on Sunday. So yeah, I'm actually trying to do a setup video for Sunday. What my setup's going to look like this year, but I got to get the rest of my equipment from my house over to the shop, basically the Kubota and a couple other things. So it's kind of my plan for Sunday is do a setup video for that upload. Tomorrow's video is going to be basically a little bit of me trying to get set up for the setup video. I do go to your grow stream a lot, DLT. I enjoy it. And I got wrenched. Hey, I can wrench you back. Look at this. Watch this. Boom. You don't know how long it took me to figure out how to wrench people. Probably 3 or 4 live streams. They do. There's about, I would say there's about 4 grow streams I go to. DLT's the one in lawn care. What's the other one? Sunshine Cooper. I like her live stream. She makes me laugh. And then Happy Lux. He's pretty fun to watch. He's over in, I think he's out east. Well, he's not in the U.S. and all that. But I'm not quite sure where Happy Lux is at from, honestly. But his videos are fun to watch. He's always doing something weird. But I like DLT's because he's got most of the lawn care people, a lot of that stuff in there, and it's good to connect with people. But probably where I connected with most of you guys, honestly, was through DLT's live streams. Grow streamer picking up as this. That's awesome. And that helped you out, Diego, a lot, huh? I just left because what was it yesterday? Shane was on there and I was giving him crap about being a roll tie. Like I'm a Wolverine fan and I really don't watch college sports at all. Actually, college fans drive me nuts because of how anal they get, especially like Buckeyes and Wolverine fans. I just like starting crap with college fans because they're so funny how some of them take it so serious. You can see, like I told you, I'm a huge Lions fan, which is unfortunate. But And me, me and Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, if you're watching this ever, we could be best friends. But it was funny watching him like roll tide. Like, man, come on, dude. Bi-weekly, we up to 82 for the next week. Nice. Good. That's good. I'm at 40 contracts right now, and I only got 2 that are bi-weekly. All the rest are weekly. I got which is a lot. Last year I only had 7. I got a couple more commercial contracts that are on their way in. I talked to them yesterday. They got their process they got to go through every year. So I'm good. When it comes to contracts, that's what I'm talking about, long contracts. My channel, 125. That's awesome. I think the biggest video I got was a special edition one I did last fall when Fremont here does a hay art. And I went around and filmed probably 85% of them. I missed a few because I didn't know where they were. And that got a lot of views. I mean, it was my closest one to pushing 1,000 views. This year, I'm going to do it a lot better. And actually, the Chamber of Commerce was pretty excited that I did it here in Fremont. So I'm going to, that special edition come fall, it's fall, yearly thing, will be a lot better than what I did last year. Last year, I just did it on a whim. And this year, I'm kind of going to plan it better. But a lot of people who used to live in Fremont who don't know more enjoyed seeing that video because they didn't make it up here. Hope you guys got your coffee. You get 20 weekly now? 20. My name's Floyd. Well, my name's Jeff Foster, but I go by Floyd. Floyd's my middle name. My dad's name's Jeff Foster. I'm the JV softball coach, and the varsity baseball coach's name is Jeff Foster. No relation. But growing up, I was always called Floyd. So I just kind of like and letting everybody know, Floyd. That's not what that stands for. That stands for Fremont, but you can go with Floyd. So that's just what I go by. Mountain Man, how you doing? Welcome. Surprised my mom's not on here. We're doing good. Beginning of the video, we watched some softball rules, some slides, and then now we're just talking, YouTube and streaming and stuff. Well, thanks, Birch. I appreciate it. I'm usually on here hour and a half. Don't go much longer than that unless we get some people up on the board to chat with. And I'm going to mess around and try to advertise it for Monday, Instagram and stuff. But I'm not going to put that out there too soon on Instagram because that just gets down to the bottom. But Birch, where are you located at? I'm going to look right now, actually. That's all I was headed to. Their homepage. Yeah, under community. Join Floyd with Owner Lawn Care for morning coffee time Mondays and Wednesdays, 9 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, if you go to your page and go under the community, that's where I can take you. You still getting a lot of snow up there in Washington? Or just rain now? My wife was up there in Seattle for a vacation one summer. She loved it. Loved it. Basically, she gave me, when I was in the military, that was one of the places she said I could go try to get stationed. That was up in Washington. Never made it. I tried getting Alaska, and she said, hell no. You're already mowing? My God. You guys got weather enough? You already got grass growing up there? I didn't try. My last duty station was Colorado, which we loved. And when I was getting ready to, well, we never left Colorado. We were in Germany for 3 years, which we loved. And then we went to Colorado, and that's where I finished my last 8 years. One of the biggest reasons why I was ready to get out of the military, I was just tired of moving. And my kids were older, so I wanted to get out and get them settled down home. We did plan never to leave Colorado at first, but family things changed, dynamics changed, and everything. So me and my wife decided to come back home to Michigan to be around family. I heard it's nice up there by Fort Lewis. But we like Fort Jackson. Oh my God, that's where I went to basic training. Fort Jackson, relaxing Jackson. We like Fort Carson. I love the mountains, but my wife missed the water. Like they'd be like, "Oh, but there's lakes." No, the main lakes. I can't. Lakes here you can't swim across. Some you can, but most lakes here you can't swim across. If I could literally feel like I could walk across your little pond, it's not a lake. So, Pueblo Reservoir was kind of a lake, but still, even then, I was disappointed with it. So, Savannah, Georgia. Could have got Polk, Louisiana. I've heard nothing but horror stories about that place. No, I was just in Fort Carson most of my life, and in Grafenwehr, Germany, which I loved it there. So I could retire and move to Germany. I'm not gonna lie, that place is it was nice, quiet. The base wasn't quiet, but it was nice there. Oh, I haven't watched the Lawn Stars new video. Push it real good. I haven't have to watch that one. Well, we like the mountains. We like to climb the mountains. The Rocky Mountains was awesome. My only frustration with Colorado and hiking trails was that, most of them, you couldn't bring your dogs. We went up to the Rocky Mountain National Forest, and we camped there. And we brought our dogs, and it's like every time we tried to do something in the Rocky Mountain National Forest, we couldn't do it because it was like no dogs allowed. So it's kind of frustrating. But when there were trails we could take our dogs on. There was a lot of trails, but it just was You always had to research it. I don't know. That's kind of why as much as I know I got dogs, I'm not a huge dog fan. Like, I love my dogs. Don't tell them that. But they're needy. My cat, I can fill up her bowl and leave for a week. And my dogs, I can't do that. But I know I'll always have, my wife she will always have dogs. Fort Ord. I didn't even heard of Fort Ord. Am I saying it right? Ord? Go make that cup. That's why I fill this up. This lasts me a lot longer than a cup. Who else is on here? Thank you, Laura. I hate the Green Bay Packers, just so you know that. 93, yeah. I'm a hoodie guy. You don't see me, I'm always wearing hoodies. Laura, so you do a lot of cooking stuff, huh? Potluck recipes. My wife says I need to learn some more things. She calls me the stay-at-home dad during the winters. I hate it. So she expects me to make dinners and stuff, and I'm like, well, spaghetti again. Tacos Tuesdays. The basic. If it's ground burger, I know how to make it, but that's about it. Watching your Thanksgiving salad, pink stuff. Birch is a good guy. I like his videos. It's a good idea there, Peterson. Well, I mean, I personally don't know the guy, but I watch his videos and. Hey, Diego, welcome. Glad you're your first time here. See you later, Laura. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. See, 15 hours ago, he posted this video, Lawn Stars, to get 701 views. I don't get jealous much, but I'm a little jealous. I know he's got a pretty big following, though, right now. They got a pretty big following. Hey, mow each other's lawn. It's awesome. Yesterday, I was trimming bushes and trimming people's bushes. What did I type? I plowed your driveway. I plowed your garden. I edged your flower beds. I was running all kinds of weird crap. Yeah, you're all allowed to mow here, man. Everybody's allowed to mow. Always allowed to mow. Sorry, reading some. You want to say hi? Come here. This is Queen Quinn. Oh, well, you're not happy now. The Queen is not happy. Where you going? You can sit there. Well, now you're purring. You're bipolar. Get out. She's the queen of the house. And she knows it. Where you going? You can get your butt out of my face. No, really, you can get your butt out of my face. Thank you. No, it's nice when you get the lawn care guys. And we all support each other. I think is awesome. Diego. I started showing up to DLTs a lot more, and he's starting to pop in here, which is awesome. You know, showing the support back. You know, you're constantly in here, Diego, and a ranger stopping in and just saying hi. It's nice. It's getting there. It's every time I do this, I get a little bit more watchers. So it's a good thing. We do have a good community. Donald, what's going on? Welcome. What's going on in your world today? Good. I'm glad he did. Shane's a good guy. From what from what I've seen, I don't know about the past and the history that was going on in the community. I don't even care. I watch everybody. So, important. Not that important. I didn't think about. I don't know why I don't use. I need to use Instagram more. I gotta get better at that. I was doing TikTok videos for a while, but then I got rid of that. That was kind of fun, but every other video on there, it seemed like it was a girl falling out of her shirt, and it was disrespectful to my wife, so I got rid of it. I was like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, DLT's good guy. I don't know how them super chat things work though either. He does that super chat for push-ups. Bert, you're on. I can't hear you, boss. Looks like you're muted.
How's that?
Bert, you're on. Yeah. I can't hear you, boss.
How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Got an echo.
Okay.
Bert, you're on. Yeah. I can't hear you, boss.
How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Got an echo. Because I can hear myself back. Because I can hear myself back.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of hearing stuff over and over. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of hearing stuff over and over.
Did you mute your YouTube channel part? So if you have the StreamYards up and then YouTube over on the side, you hear you play out of both.
All right. Yeah, maybe that was it.
It took me a couple of times to figure that one out myself. See, that's the thing, Diego. I don't even know my Instagram. Let's see. I'm not tech savvy.
Yeah, Instagram is how I actually finally got around to breaking 1,000.
Was it?
Yeah.
Like I got. Let's see here. I'm on it right. I'm looking at the Instagram right now. I got 119 followers. But I don't think I post on here as much as I should either. So
Yeah, I've started. I try to post every day on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember vlog, check out vlog. So I have it on here. Check out my vlog on YouTube channel. Blah blah blah. So where do you find your Instagram account at?
What, mine?
No. Like Diego, he says, "What's your Instagram?"
Just your name.
Yeah, it's just all in lawn care.
Let's see. I'll look for you real quick here.
My
problem is I have too many different Instagram accounts.
I got one.
Dude, I screwed it all up when I started my stuff.
About. No, I don't want that.
I spelled your name wrong.
I wish my daughter was here. She could show me how to do all this stuff.
I know, right, man? Kids just naturally want to do.
She's for probably the last 10 years. I'd be like, Aurora, show me how to do this.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Oh, there you are. Yeah, there you go. I found you.
So let's see. At ATRO.
I'll find you under both of mine. Follow you from both of them. I'll follow you from both my accounts, so you'll get 2 followers.
Well, that didn't work. Oh, that's why. Oh, there you are, Diego. I'm following you now.
Atrocity.
And usually, like, if people follow me, I follow them back if they're in the lawn care industry without even, like, hesitation.
Yeah, I always follow back.
I got to get better at it. I mean, I just know that's for sure.
Diego. I found Diego.
Ranger, you got an Instagram?
Here we are. Everybody's looking at screens, looking at phones.
I actually, like, sometimes I wish smartphones were never invented.
Oh, dude.
The other day I was looking at my bill and I yelled at all my family members, like, we're going to flip phones. I'm done with this bill.
Yeah.
I was like,
Ranger.
it's like my oldest is 19, but she's in Colorado and we're in Michigan. So I want her to pay for her own phone bill and her phone, but I also don't want no excuses for her not to call me. So I was like, so Ranger does. Let's see.
Ranger does what he wants.
Got him.
Damn, Ranger, that's a long ass
It is. Got the Yankee, Charlie Brown Yankee thing.
Oh yeah, found him.
Yeah. Oh, that's because somebody took the Mo Ranger. The Mo Ranger right there. There you see it.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's horrible. He's down in Texas. Whatever.
Flew through. Okay. Trying to follow up, switching back and forth from both my accounts to get everybody followed. There we go.
I got a couple people that aren't in lawn care that I follow, like Hugh Jackman. You know, he's my man crush. My wife calls it.
Most of mine are lawn care. I think there's a few in there that are not, but yeah.
So how many contracts you got, Birch? You just do it yourself, or you got a crew?
Last year it was me and a helper, and then he quit on me at the end of the season and put me in a big bind.
Oh.
Yeah, so this year I'm starting out solo again. So I dropped, I think I dropped 30 accounts, kind of tightened my route up, and then I'll be hiring again because right now I'm at 70.
Well, that's what the question I got is the question I was thinking, because this is gonna be my first full year in the business.
Right.
At what number do you have to put on a second crew? Because I'm at 40 accounts right now, and I know there's one account that it's going to take me and a helper probably 4 hours to do. It's a big yard, big property. Okay. But it's like, do I? The guy who ran this before me, he always had 2 crews working, and I feel like I don't need 2 crews. I think it could just be me. It has to be me and a helper, me and one worker, and we can get them done in a week,
Yeah, my lawns are pretty small. I try to stick to those 5,000 square foot in and out lawns.
Yeah.
So I can do 70 lawns by myself. It just, once it's 100 degrees, I don't like to.
Right.
And then I know with me and a helper, we can knock out 100 a week pretty easy. So I haven't gotten to the point to where I really need to throw in another truck, but I'm wanting to get into fertilizing. So it's, I don't know. I'm probably going to have to start a second truck earlier than I want just so I can push off into the fertilizing gig.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at that right now. My goal is just to maintain happy customers, because I got all his contracts when I bought them out, and I'd say 90% of them are staying with me, so that's good. I don't want to take on more than what I can chew, and I'm doing the scheduling right now, and I'm having a hard time justifying a second crew, even though I have the equipment for a second crew. Right. I'm sitting here, it's like, okay, well, I'm paying for this equipment. Do I let it sit? I might not have a choice.
I had enough equipment for a second truck, and I ended up selling all the stuff just so I would stop playing with the idea.
Yeah,
it was driving me crazy watching it sit. So I ended up selling the second trailer and everything just to kind of hem myself up and make me get that out of my mind for a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm going to start off with one, and I got people who want to work for me, and I told them, yeah, but I'm sitting here, they're college students. They're still in college. So it's like, but I don't think I'm going to need a second crew. Maybe part-time, like one day.
There you go.
Thing, or 2 days. Hey, yeah, I can use you, but only on these 2 days. So
yeah, last year what I did, so it was me and the helper, and then on Mondays he ran by himself though. That way I could run my other truck and just go out and fertilize and stuff. And we tried that, which was working out. The guy was working out really good. Just by the end of the season, it just one of those weird. We started butting heads, and I was like, dude, this is you're out of your mind.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to those days. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt here for hiring because minimum wage is going up so fast here. I mean, this year it went to $13.50. And when people can go, wherever and make $13.50, and I was paying 15 last year, and it's even hard to find a lawn guy at 15.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, that's hard work, which it is. So everybody wants 20. It's rough to start a guy out at $20 an hour.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, we all know, you don't even need to have a high school degree to do this job.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I mean, you gotta you gotta have some wits to you to run the business, but to go out and mow grass, and I mean, it's hard to pay what I like to call like electricianal journeyman. I compare my brother's electrician. I compare a lot of this to what he does, having a lead and an apprentice, but
Right.
trying to make this more of a trade than just a hobby job, I guess. I look at it as a trade, skill trade.
Exactly.
So it's hard to pay somebody $20 an hour when you don't even have to have any kind of certificate or anything.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's hard work. I think you got to pay your employees a fair wage to keep them happy and keep good workers too.
Yep.
Oh, look at my Instagram blowing up now. I got all these new followers.
There you go. Hey, what I started doing with Instagram is when I'd get a new follower, I'd, just send them a message, say thanks or whatever. And if they responded back, then I'd be like, hey, go check me out on YouTube kind of thing. And I picked a bunch of people up doing that.
Yeah, because I have a feeling there's a lot of people out there who don't have channels that just watch YouTube but don't have their own channel. Right. And those are the people I'm not getting. I think I'm connected to a lot of the people who have channels. So there's still a few, but I think I got a lot of those, like you, Diego, Ranger. But I don't. Right. It's the people that don't have the channels that I need to get connected with.
Yeah, those were the people I was finding on Instagram. They were like, "Oh crap, I didn't even know you had a channel." So.
Right, exactly. They don't even know you have a channel. So. Oh my God! I also wish see, Rangers follow me now. Thanks, Ranger. Yeah, I'm curious because I've been working on the schedule for like 3 days, and I'm like, I just don't know if I have enough contracts to do a second crew. I don't think I do. I guess we'll see once I get going. I think next week I'm going to start dethatching and doing some yards. Hopefully, we got a little bit of rain and snow last night, but
that's mainly what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
doing some dethatching, aerating, starting to put pre-emergent out.
Yeah, I gotta get I'm gonna get some flower beds ready, or edged and ready for mulch. So I don't want to put a lot of times here in plowing. If I go down and put mulch right now, and next thing you know, we get a foot of snow, all the plow trucks push the snow right into the flower beds and destroy the mulch. They're kind of like, so you can't do it too early.
Yeah, we've been in the 60s for 2 weeks now, and this weekend we got a cold front coming in from Canada, and they said it might snow on Saturday.
Oh man!
I mean, I've already pre-emergent. I'm plugging lawns. I've mowed some lawns, and now I got to look at freaking snow coming in for.
The good thing is though, if it's been 60 for that long, the ground's not cold, so it shouldn't stick. It's more or less
going to go right back to 50s. It's only going to be cold for 2 days and then 50s and 60s again.
We might hit 60 tomorrow here. It's 34, 35 right now. So we might hit 60 tomorrow, and then it's supposed to be around 45, 50 the rest of the week and through the weekend.
You go.
So.
What the heck?
That's what I'm doing, Ranger. I'm mowing now. I don't pay myself at all. I got my my VA benefits coming in from all my disabilities, hearing loss and stuff, and that kind of helps pay the bills. My wife works, so I will pay myself.
That makes winter nice.
Yeah, it's not So when you get out of the military, they gave us a severance package, right? And that severance package, because I was only in for 10 years, you have to pay back. So it's not really a severance package; it's like a loan. So
I never got a severance package when I got out.
yeah, so they gave me because I got out under medical issues and other things.
Oh, okay.
And because I didn't end up being able to fulfill my last contract, so I signed up for 4 years. 4 years, but then I got knee issues, brain issues, hearing loss, all kinds of stuff, and I was unable to deploy in the next deployment. So my command's like, hey, we can get you out early, because that way we can fill a slot with somebody who can deploy with us. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's fine with me. I was getting out regardless anyway. It was not like there was no way I was re-enlisting or anything. So they got me out a year early. And because they did that and all this, I got a severance package, but it doesn't work like you get that severance package and get to run with it. You get the severance package, and as soon as you start getting your VA benefits, that VA benefits pays back that severance package. So I don't get it until that severance package is paid back from the VA, which kind of sucks. And I see where, like, I'm 40, 41, 42 years old. 42? Am I 42 now? I don't even know.
Hey, you'll be like that all through the 40s, man. I never know how old I am. Somebody asked, I just look over at my wife. I'm like, how old am I?
Yeah, I know. I'm already doing that. I think I'm 42. Anyway, I told where were they going with this? So anyway, these young kids, when they get that money, I can see why they get trouble getting out, because they take that $10,000, $20,000, whatever it may be, has to do with your time in service and all, and they go out and buy themselves a new car. They go out and buy themselves this. Next thing you know, they're paying that back. Where me, I went and took that money and paid like my next 5 months house payments.
Nice.
So I didn't have to worry about my house payment for the next 5 months to get me through this, because I told my wife, January, I actually thought December, January, February, March were going to be hard months on us this year. Like, we're going to be really tight with money, macaroni and cheese and hot dogs type thing, just because I knew the lawn care business wasn't going to sustain me through the winter this year. And the money wasn't going to, the VA money and all that wasn't going to be coming in. So, all right, man. See you later, Ranger.
Later, Ranger.
Hope the baby's okay. But so I was able to plan good. We were able to plan good. Now, December was okay. It wasn't bad like we thought it was going to be with money. Right now, so far, this month is going to be the tough one, because January, February, okay. This month's going to be a little tougher, tighter on money than the other months, just because of the waiting for the season to start going. That's why I'm trying to look at some of the jobs I can actually get out and start doing now.
Yeah, I always I kick out a few offers for prepayment for the season to generate a little extra cash flow.
Yeah, and I think I got 2 that might do that. I'm still waiting on, but I plowed over the winter for the first time I've ever plowed, and I'm not a huge fan of it. It's just I hate not knowing. Like, some customers are mad because you plowed. You got the 2-inch mark is what I did. They're like, you're not plowing fast enough, or are you coming today? There's enough sun. I'm like, well, you don't have 2 inches. I don't. It's like, so.
Right.
I think I don't mind the actual work. Plowing was fun. When I was out actually plowing, that was fun. But the customer part of snow pushing, that's not fun at all.
Yeah.
Like, I can handle the lawn care part, but the plowing part, they like their sidewalks cleared immediately.
Yeah. When they want zero tolerance, they want zero tolerance.
Right. So I think but it was my first year, and I didn't have that many accounts. So we'll see if I do it next year. I definitely learned a lot. So at least we had a mild winter here. So it wasn't
zero snow this year. None.
Zero? Oh, man, we had a really mild. We're like 40 inches under our normal, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't get to do any snow. And all I do is residential snow, so it's just shovels and snow blowers. I bought some new snow blowers for this year, and they're still sitting, no hours on them.
Oh, that little Turo I bought, man, it saved me, because we get some wet, heavy snow. The first time I was out with that little snow or the shovel, and I'm like, screw this. I went out the next day. One that could pick up like the smallest Turo he had in the shop. something I can pick up, throw back my truck, and I did a kind of a crappy review on it a couple of videos back because it fell out of my truck twice. My tailgate fell down and it fell out, and it still runs like a champ. It's a beast.
Yeah,
the wheel's broken on it now, but
yeah, I got a little single stage Husqvarna that I can just throw in the back of the truck, and then this year I bought a 2-stage just for some of the bigger, heavier stuff, and then didn't even get to use it.
No, he was a little, the dealer that I deal with, he was a little hairy, frustrated because he's got a lot of snowblowers still in stock. He's like, man, I just did not sell them. So his money, he didn't have the income he normally has. It was a bad winter for snow pushers here.
Yeah.
I think where Brian's lawn maintenance is located down towards the Detroit area, I think he got a little bit more snow than us. So he might have had a little bit more profit, but yeah. Man. You're a hat guy too. I wear hats all the time.
Oh yeah, man. I live in a hat.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
I thought about shaving my head because it's just my head's never not off my hair, and I don't have no hair. I'm already going bald, so.
Yeah. Those hats are all from. Most of those are from where I was just down in Mississippi at the lawn and landscape event at Kohler.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
that where a few people went down there.
Beach River was
Spencer's was there, wasn't he? Beach Rivers.
Yep. Yeah. Spencer was there. Ambrose was there. Richie Plemons, Blades of Grass was there. There was a bunch of YouTubers there.
I like Blades of Grass. He's always talking about sharpening those. I swear every video I watch, he's sharpening a blade.
Yeah, Johnny's cool, man. I'm glad I finally got to meet him.
Yeah.
We've been talking for years on YouTube, just messaging and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, finally got to meet him, so that was cool.
That's one thing I want to try to get into next year, sharpening my own blades. Right now, I pay the dealer; he does them for like $5 a blade for me. And I just because I don't. I tried doing it with a stick grinder. I'm like, no, I need to get the
I started with the bench grinder. That didn't, I've been through bought all the different jigs and stuff. And, angle grinder works pretty well. But, once you can get an actual blade sharpener, man.
Right. I'm a guy about the tools. I like having the tools for the job. I don't like trying to make stuff work with what I've got. It drives me nuts. Me nuts. One, I'm not a
the
very.
only jig I found I liked was what's that?
I said I'm not mechanically inclined, so if I'm going to do something, I better have the tool for it. Otherwise,
the right tool. Yeah, that's the way I am.
I'm like, it's not good.
Yeah, Yellow Jacket. I think it's Yellow Jacket or Yellow Hornet. They make a pretty good jig. It's pretty beefy. It's pretty big, and then you set your angle grinder in it upside down.
Okay.
Kind of locks it in at a 30 degree. It works pretty well. But I found with the thicker blades, I was having to, you have to take it all apart to change your grinding wheel, which whether you want to use a flap disc or an actual grinding wheel. And it was just a pain in the butt picking different wheels for different blades. And
Gotcha. Good result for the Baby Ranger. Yeah.
Oh, is Ranger's baby sick or?
I don't know. He said he had to take it to the doctor. It could just be a routine doctor appointment. He didn't say. I don't know. I know this stinking coronavirus got everybody freaked out.
Oh my God, dude! Stores are sold out of everything here.
I actually, after we get off this, I got to run to Walmart to get some stuff for dinner tonight, and I'm gonna see what they got because I don't care. It's it's like I'm just gonna tell people, just wash your hands, man. Just wash. Yeah. Every news channel here says that the masks don't even work. Everybody's buying all the masks, and the mask doesn't stop you from getting the coronavirus. It just if you're sick, it stops you from spreading it, but it doesn't stop you from getting it. Yeah, so they're ridiculous. Apparently, who was JT? I was on with JT last night. The Life of JT. The guy does the wheels and prizes and stuff, and he was talking about like toilet paper. He couldn't even go to the store and buy toilet paper yesterday.
Oh, toilet paper's gone here.
Oh, why?
hand sanitizer, water, and
So-
hand soap, and can't find any of it.
I'm a little bit of a prepper. I am. I got bug out bags. I got some stuff. I love Doomsday Preppers when that was on TV.
Oh, I used to love that show.
I know. I wish it'd come back because I loved it. And it was funny because when it first came out, I told my wife, I said, we need to go on that show. And we need to be the guys that our prepping plan is to rob and steal everybody else.
There you
And
go.
then I go, and it was funny because like season 3 or something, there was actually a guy on there that was his prepping plan. And it was hilarious because I'm like, dude, you're so out of shape. You're never going to get anywhere. Here's like, you guys are all
Some of
trying to
those
be out
dudes you
there.
look at and
So
like,
they're trying to
"You
do
got all these
tactical
bunkers
movements and
and
stuff.
you're like, you can't climb any of that."
Oh, I love that. I did love that show. It was great. But yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit of a prepper, but I'm nowhere near like I just don't understand why people grab the things they grab. Hand sanitizer kind of makes sense. I get it. But toilet paper, like really? Why is that? Why is everybody grabbing that? I don't understand. Bottled water makes sense,
Well, what they were saying on the news here, the bottled water, the whatever CDC was like, well, it doesn't affect what's coming out of your tap. Why are you buying all this water? Your tap still works. You're just locked in your house.
Right. So, nothing's being spread through water. Yeah. So water's working, and so if the coronavirus was something where I thought like the economy was going to stop and truck drivers are going to stop driving like a super volcano, but it ain't going to affect like that. It ain't going to affect like that at all.
Right.
It's going to hurt airports. Airports are already talking about like issues with money, and they were talking about that in the news. Don't waste your money because people are canceling flights and trying to get refunds. And airports are like, we can't give you refunds because when you want to book that flight 6 months from now, we'll be out of business.
Yeah.
I was like, you won't even have the option to fly. So I get it, but I don't think it's going to affect like truck driving and supply and demand. I mean, not like that. No. Isn't the flu this year has killed more people than coronavirus? Am I correct?
Right.
Just the regular flu.
The flu kills people every year. Yeah.
It's like,
when I got back from Hattiesburg, I got the cold. I got a cold. I started coughing and everything. Oh, my kids were eating it up. They're like, "You've got coronavirus, Dad." And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm not 65. It's not going to get
I know. I mean, it sucks. I get it, but I ain't that worried about it.
Yeah.
The DLT coughed yesterday on his video, and I laughed. I said, "Dude, don't get us all sick, man. You got that coronavirus." Like,
Corona.
I gotta reach out.
I gotta go let my dog in. My dog's acting like it's gonna eat a neighbor or something.
Yeah, I'm on here for an hour and a half. I gotta get off and get some work done. Otherwise, my wife's gonna yell at me. So,
all right, man.
Thanks for stopping by, Birch. I'll catch you again later.
All right, sounds good.
All right, we'll talk to everybody else later. Hey, go give maximum effort. Make that green. Be kind to everyone. It's Floyd. I'm out. Have a good day. Enjoy your coffee. Happy hump day. See ya.